What up, what up, what up, good people? It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. Back at you with another tabletop review. We got an unboxing coming up for you. Let's first say this video is for educational purposes only. We are in a safe and controlled environment. We are not selling any firearms, we're not selling any accessories, and none of the firearms shown in the video have been modified to enhance the firing mechanism or other functions of the firearm. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We appreciate you stopping by. If you would, take a moment, hit that subscribe button, make sure your notifications are set so you can catch new videos as we drop. If you're a returning viewer, we definitely appreciate the support. Thanks for being along for the ride, and hope to have you along long term. So let's get into the video. So what we got on deck today, we got another Rock Island here. This one here is the 22 TCM. It's obviously, as with any other Rock Island, multiple versions of this particular firearm out there. They've got single stack, they've got double stack, full dust cover not, strictly single caliber, or they've got multiple, whereas you get a combo pack. So you got options. So what we're working with here, this is the 22 TCM. Let me just show you. Weapon is clear, nothing in the mag, nothing in the weapon. I can keep that mag in for aesthetics. So this bad boy is clear. So this one here, this is the 22 TCM FSA2 Premium. So the Premium, as with, I guess you can compare it to like the 9mm Pro Match. So it's supposed to be the top of the line version of the 22 TCMs. And what you get that's a little different, you do get the LPA sights on the rear. So this is adjustable for elevation. They are blacked out rear with the serrations for glare. And you do have the nice fiber optic sight up front. This one here is cut on the top, so you got a flat cut on the top. It's not tri-cut, but you've got the nice flat cut on the top. That's a nice styling to it. And you have a dust cover, but it's a partial dust cover. So you don't have the full dust cover, but you are able to mount a weapons light on there if you choose to do so. So that's one of the main upgrades. This one here, the barrel is parkerized black. Most of the other models that I've seen, the ones where you get the 9mm and the 22 combo, all those have had the stainless barrel. This one here is just a parkerized finish. But one thing that I noticed with these Rock Islands is that this black parkerized finish, which I've never really been a big fan of, but some of them are done much better than others. Out of the ones that I have in my collection, my 10mm has probably got the best finish on it. It looks really decent. It doesn't have that chalky look. This one here actually has a pretty good finish on it. So this one was done really well. It's a nice smooth finish. It doesn't give you that kind of chalky dry look as you see with a lot of them. It's a fairly decent finish. This is the double stack. So you've got, it's advertised as 17 rounds. And one of the big sticking points with these Rock Islands, most of the #1 complaint is that they only come with one magazine. So you've got to search out magazines to have additional magazines. This particular model came with 3 magazines. And these are the same 22 TCM magazines that come with the different 9mm models. So it comes with 3 of them. So the odd thing about these is all 3 of them hold 19 rounds easily. Like, not hard pressed to get that last one. It will actually hold 20 if you force it. I didn't force that in there, but it easily holds 19, all 3 of them. So that's a plus. I will be adding the Dawson base pads to these. This here is my 9mm Pro Match. That's clear. Weapon is clear. But this one here actually has, I put the Dawson base pads on there, and I just like that look. It doesn't add any capacity. It just kind of completes the look of that magazine. And when you put it in there, you get a nice flush look, sticking out just enough to where when you put the magazine in, you get a full insert with just the base pad. So I like that. So I'll be adding that. And these, because they're all the same frame, that fits in that 22 TCM just fine. So that's a change that will be coming. With this 9mm, the Pro Match, you can see you get those same LPA sights on there. This one here doesn't have the flat cut on the top, but you got the fiber optic, and this one has the bull barrel. So as far as function, trigger-wise, the trigger is standard on here. I don't think it's any better than the other ones. I think it's breaking. I haven't measured it, but I think it's breaking around 5 pounds. So trigger's okay, sufficient for what it is. Reset. So no complaints there. So this bad boy is a nice piece. You got the rail, that's the enhancement. Flat top, that's unique to this piece. The LPA sights, that's an enhancement for this premium model. Most of the, well, I think it's the single stack I've seen that comes with the full rail. I don't know if they do a double stack with the full rail. I think the double stacks are just straight standard, but don't hold me to that. Like I said, it's a bunch of these bad boys out there. So if it's something you're interested in, just jump on Rock Island on Armscore's website and look at the different models. So that's the firearm itself. This bad boy will likely stay as it is. I'll probably put a weapons light on here just for aesthetics. Not that it's going to need it because this is going to be a range item. My understanding is this bad boy throws a mean, practically 2-foot fireball off of it. So can't wait to see that, get some footage of that. And it's loud. Supposedly it's like extremely loud, but there's no recoil. This is the same solid steel frame as on all the other Rock Islands. So you've got the weight, but it's just a 22 caliber bullet that's been necked down. So speaking of the bullet, let's kind of get into that. But we'll leave this out here. 22 TCM has 2 different versions of it. So if you're not familiar with the caliber, you won't know the difference. But this here is a round that's kind of put out there to compete with the 5.7. Velocity is very similar. Both of them are pushing plus 2,000 feet per second. The difference is this 22 TCM is a lot less expensive to shoot. The 5.7 ammo is pretty expensive. It's come down a little bit because the caliber has gotten a little more popular recently, but it's still pretty expensive to shoot. So the 22 TCM box of 50, depending on where you find it, you're anywhere 20, 29 bucks for a box of 50. So the round itself, this is the round. So this is basically a 9mm cartridge that's necked down to fit this 22 round here. So far, I've only seen these in the jacketed hollow points. I don't know if they make a full metal jacket, but the main difference in these and that is the other one is the 22 TCM 9R. And that 9R, same casing, but the bullet you'll notice is a much shorter bullet. So it's set, I don't say it's set down in the casing first, it's just a shorter bullet. I think most of those are 39 grain. This is a 40 grain projectile. But that 9mm, that TCM 9R was designed to shoot out of the 9mm conversions. So there's a Glock conversion for your Glock 17, Glock 22s, Gen 1 through Gen 3. There's a conversion slide that's out there. I think you'd be hard pressed finding them in stock, but they make a conversion slide where you can just put it right on your Glock 17, and it has the 9mm, the 22 TCM R barrel in there. So one of the main differences is that slide, it's got a long cutout on the top of the slide to take weight out, and even on the back of the slide, it's got multiple cutouts down in there to take weight out. So it lightens it up, and I'm assuming that's definitely for reliability to take weight out of there, and that'll run with your Glock mags. So to make it work with that Glock mag, they had to downsize that projectile, and that's why that 9mm, that 22 TCM 9R has a smaller projectile. That's designed to shoot out of that conversion. Supposedly it will run out of the full-size platforms, but not vice versa. If you've got that 22, that conversion, you don't want to shoot the regular 22 TCMs in there. And I don't think it'll work with the magazine. But if you've got that, and they do sell, if you've got a Glock 17, there's just a barrel and spring set out there that you can buy to put in your 17 slide. Now, how reliable that's going to be because of the additional weight that's in that standard 17 slide, I don't know. But the magazines are the same. So that's one of the main differences with this round, because I've been seeing them. I see the 22 TCM and I see the 9R. I'm like, well, what's what? So with the full-size package, it's not an issue. But if you've got that Glock conversion, then you definitely want to make sure you're getting the right ammo. So that's where you are there. This piece seems to be pretty nice. I like the Rock Island platform. This bad boy comes, this is the case that I have it in, but it doesn't come in that. It comes in the standard small A2 cases, which is just the eggshell cases. But I like these cases here. These are actually A1 cases, still a Rock Island case, but it comes with the form fitting. So, and you got place for all 3 mags. So I like these here. This is what I put the Rock Island in, and that works for me. You can find these on eBay. These bad boys sell for, you can find them on there for about $15, $20 or even less, just depending on who has it. So that's what I like, but that's a personal preference thing. So it doesn't matter to you, rock with the eggshell, that gets the job done. But I don't want to stretch this video out. This was just an introduction. There will be range footage coming on this bad boy. I can't wait to see that fireball coming out of there. So keep an eye out for that. Like I said, if you're new, set your notifications, hit that subscribe button. I think that's going to be a sight to see. I don't know if the noise is going to translate through the video. Usually it doesn't, but I'll be able to tell you that if it's enormous. Supposedly that bad boy brings a noise and it gets some attention. But this is it for now. It's your boy BTG, aka Bust Them Guns. Check us out on the other platforms at Bust Them Guns on Instagram as well as Facebook. We're out there on Rumble as well. So until next time, holla.